Hi second graders, how you doing? My name is Mrs. Ho and I am making this video for my class as well as Mrs. Bates' class and Mrs. Almaris' class. Before we get into all the logistics of what I'm going to be teaching you today, Mrs. Bates, Mrs. Almaris, and myself have a very important message that we wanted to make sure that we tell you guys. We know that this process has not been super easy and we've been having some issues with technology or some videos won't load or things like that. But guys, we have been so impressed with all the hard work that you've been putting into your learning. We've talked earlier this year about having a growth mindset and about how you need to persevere and overcome. And that's exactly what you guys have been doing during this whole time. We get a chance to see all your hard work on Seesaw. All of us have been so impressed with how far you've come in second grade already. And we know that you're working so hard every day, and we've been so impressed with all of you. So thanks for giving it your all. We know it doesn't always work how we want it to, but your growth mindset is showing, and we're so, so impressed with it. So we wanted to have you work on a new type of program you haven't used before on your iPads. You're going to see this app and it's going to look familiar because we have used it before. This is the iReady app, and we've used it when we do our iReady testing in the fall and the winter and usually in the spring. And this is not a test. We're not going to be taking tests on it, but this program also has some really awesome lessons for you guys. It has it for English language arts, but it also has it for math. And we want you guys to try it next week. So in order for you to be able to try this new app, you have to have it on your iPad. Now, for this to happen, it's a little confusing because we're going to download it on our app, but we're actually not going to be using the app. We're going to be going through Clever to get into it. But the only way you can get into it is if you have already downloaded it on your iPad. So that's my job today, is to teach you how to do that. So your job right now is to get your iPad. If you don't have it, then stop the video, go get it, and then come right back. All right? So I have my iPad right here, and it looks a little bit different than yours, but it's the same. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up, and of course, when I open it up and I push the home button, it asks for my password, just like you guys have. So I'm going to put in my password just like you will, and you will have a screen. Now, I have a lot more apps on my iPad, but you will have the same one that I have. If you look right down here on the bottom, you can see that I have a blue app and it says App Catalog. It's blue and it has an arrow pointing down. That's where we're going to go right now. I'm going to click on that and it's going to take me to this screen right here. This is pretty cool because the district, Vancouver Public Schools, has already granted us permission to use all of these apps, and there's so many super cool ones that you can use, and all you have to do is push the install and it'll show up on your iPad. Some of these too are apps that you have to buy, and the district has already bought these for us, so it's super, super cool, and this is called the App Catalog. So our job right now is to find iReady. Now, I could just scroll through all of these, but it would take forever. So instead, I'm going to look right up here, and there is a magnifying glass, and right below it, it says search. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to bring up this white little toolbar, and I'm going to push, you can see right here, whoops, it says name or category on the very top. I'm going to click on that, and when I click on that, my little keyboard shows up. Now, we are going to type in iReady. But in order for that to happen, it's really, really important. It will not show up unless you put the dash. So first I'm going to push the I. Okay, you can see that I pushed my I. It's right up there. And now I have to push the dash. In order to push the dash, I need to click on, let's see, where is it? On the little, oh, it's over here by my smiley face. See my little smiley face? And then it has a period, a question mark, and 1, 2, 3. I need to push on that. And then my keyboard will change to a whole bunch of different signs. Do you see it? And then right by my smiley face or right above my microphone, I'm gonna push that dash button, okay? Now when I do that, I have an I and a dash, and you'll see that super cool colored iReady logo. It's a cube. It is orange and blue and green. Do you see it right there? That's what it looks like. It says iReady for students. I'm gonna click on that. And look, it's gonna pull it up right here. That's what it looks like. And then there's a button right next to it that says install right there. I'm gonna click on that, and then it's gonna ask me, do I wanna confirm the installation? And you'll say, yeah, sure, let's install it. So you're gonna push that button, and in the top, it's gonna say processing. That means that it is working on getting it onto your iPad. So if it's processing, I'm gonna just click out of it, and let's see if I can find it. It might take a few minutes for it to show up on my iPad, but that means that it is working on getting on my iPad, and pretty soon it will show up on my desktop with all my other apps. So that is how you are going to get iReady onto your iPad. Again, we're not going to be logging in through that app. We're going to be logging in through Clever, but in order for it to show up on Clever and for it to work, we have to have it on our iPads. So next week, we are going to be using that app through Clever, and there's going to be a really awesome English language arts activity for you guys to be working on. It's really interactive. It's a fun lesson. They're going to ask you questions. You get to answer back, and it's super fun. We cannot wait for you guys to use it. If you're having a hard time installing the app on your iPad, let Mrs. Bates, Mrs. Almaris, or myself know, and we will do the best we can to help you. Have a great day. See you later.